Thank you for joining us and for being patient.
No, that's all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, it is my honor to introduce our next speaker at the Lion Hearts of Africa Conference, Dr. Solomon Guramatunhu. A distinguished surgeon, Dr. Guramatunhu has made remarkable contribution not only in the field of medicine, but also a passionate art collector and a dedicated philanthropist. With profound commitment to improving lives, Dr. Guramatunhu has focused his efforts on empowering men in Southern Africa through the transformative power of mindsets. His work transcends borders, inspiring change both locally and internationally. Today, he will share valuable insights on how mindsets can shape our realities, influence our communities, and create pathway to success. Please welcome me in joining Dr. Guramatunhu on the platform. Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening, Stan. Thank you so much for that introduction. Well, it's a pleasure and an honor for me to appear on this platform. Can I go ahead and deliver, or?
Yeah, please feel free to go ahead and deliver. It's all yours.
Okay. What I'd like to share, gentlemen, is the fact. Well, it's a pleasure and an honor for me.
Actually, Doctor, can I ask you to move back a little bit from the screen until your chest is showing? Because it currently, yeah.
Yes.
If you could stay thereabouts, because once it's on the computer, it shows up really close. Thank you.
Okay. Now, is that better now?
Thereabouts, because once it's on the computer, it shows up really close. Thank you.
Okay. Now, is that better now? Okay.
Yes, it's good. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Now, gentlemen, what I really would like to share with you is my strong belief that the Black woman is the most beautiful woman walking on planet Earth with her natural attributes, i.e., her natural hair and her natural skin. I think that the tragedy is that she doesn't know it. And unfortunately, a lot of us Black men are equally ignorant. I will explain this. You know, unfortunately, there is this, I think, subconscious belief among us Black people that when our ladies look more like Caucasians, like Europeans, European hair and white skin, then they are more beautiful. I'm just here to share with you that, gentlemen, this is not true at all. Let's understand this, that white people have that kind of hair that they have. This is biological adaptation to their cold climate. That's why they have this long hair which can cover the ears and cover the neck to keep warm in a cold climate. The example is sheep. We have sheep over here, and the sheep in our part of the world don't have wool. But you go to Europe, the sheep have lots of wool. That wool is not for beauty. That wool is to keep them warm in that hostile, cold environment. If our sheep are sent to Europe in winter, they'll die of cold. If their sheep are sent here in summer, they'll die of heat. Now, what we are doing as Black people is behaving like sheep over here to say, oh, I would like to wear some wool so that I look more beautiful. And that's why our ladies, you see them, they feel very hot, they scratch their scalps, and they also slap their scalps because they're keeping sweat and dandruff in those wigs and waves. Now, Miss South Africa last year was completely bald, and she was the most beautiful woman in South Africa. Now, once a year, I go to Milan and I also go to Paris, and I see these fashion shows. I can tell you, and I'm sure some of you know about this, that the top black models in Europe are those girls from Southern Sudan who are very dark, bold, or short hair with large very big earrings, and they're on the catwalk. No other race, gentlemen, could pull it off like a black woman, because if any other race, like Caucasians or Indians or Chinese, if they are bold, we think, do they have cancer? Are they on chemotherapy? But a black woman who's bold looks like a goddess. That's number one. Number two, if you look at any black woman who's got short hair, they look so cute, so clean, and so young. Weaves and wigs always make our women look older. Number three, when our women have an afro, they look like they have a crown on their head. They look majestic, like a queen. No other race can sport an afro but a black woman. We did a show with a popular lady in Zimbabwe, Maiki Samba. We did 3 shows about this topic. And I remember after the first show, one lady put up a hand and said, and I was speaking Shona then in English, ndisu chete tine bvudzi rakatarisa kudenga kuna Mwari. We, black women, are the only ones, or black people are the only ones, whose hair points towards heaven. All the other races, the hair points downwards. We say the black woman is the only lady whose hair defies gravity. Number 4, when our ladies have long hair and they just straighten it, they can look like Caucasians or Asians with their natural hair. Number 5, our ladies can plait their hair 1,000 different styles. No other race can do that. Cornrows or anazma bands and all this, no other race can do that. And number 6, our ladies can have locks, sister locks or dreadlocks, and they look very sexy. So the black lady has 6 options. And gentlemen, you know very well but when we cut our hair, or the ladies cut their hair, they don't keep it in the house. It's dirt. They throw it away. How come then we find it normal to buy the dirt of other races, the dirt of the Indians, the Brazilians, the Peruvians? How is that possible? I got involved in this topic because I travel to India every year. I've been all over India, Calcutta, Kerala, Chennai, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Agra, New Delhi, Mumbai, everywhere. That's when I realized that Indians, they do open cremation. So if somebody dies, they put firewood and then they put the body on top, and then they start a fire. Once the body is completely burnt, they then collect the ashes and throw them into Ganges River. Now, someone then said to them, oh, you're burning money here. You're burning this here. Some people actually want to pay for it. So now, somebody dies in the family, they shave off the hair first and they keep it. And then they burn the body without the hair. Now, I now give lectures at universities, churches, schools, corporate events, wherever I'm invited, because I think this topic is not about hair or skin. It's deeper than that. It's about the mindset. That's what we need to change. You know very well, when AIDS was rife, the disease, you could tell somebody was suffering from AIDS because if you looked at their hair, it was like baby's hair, very thin, very soft and slippery. What does that tell us? It tells us that a disease in your body is also in your hair. Secondly, if we walk through, say, a cemetery or some frightening place, and the heart starts beating faster, the hair responds. Sometimes, it says your hair on end, and it responds, meaning that the hair is part of our nervous system. We are buying hair, we don't know what that person was suffering from. We are buying the nervous system of another race. The other thing is that Indians believe that you have any bad luck in your life and things are not going well, the bad luck is stored in your hair. So they go to the temples And they go there and they're shaved, the whole hair is shaved off, removing the bad luck. And before, the priest would pray on the hair and then burn it to burn all the bad luck. But when they realize that there's a big market for it, what they do now is that they shave off the hair and they say, we're going to sacrifice this hair to the gods. Of course, they don't sacrifice. That's the hair that we black people are buying. So I went there. First thing I saw, homeless people, very poor people, their hair was being shaved off. And the reason was they hope after they sacrifice their hair, their plight in life might get better. Secondly, I saw people with terminal illnesses. People are really about to die. Their hair was being shaved off so that their afterlife might be better. Thirdly, I saw people with mental illnesses. Their hair was also being shaven off. Once the hair is moved, it falls in the floor. There are some people whose occupation is to gather that hair and sort it out. They remove worms and they remove lice. That's the day I said, there's something wrong with us black people. How do we buy this hair? Now, so when I came back, the other thing is also I was in Taiwan at one time, and in Taiwan, they do exactly the same. Women who die just before a burial, the bodies are brought into one room where the hair is shaven off, and after that, the bodies go to the cemetery. So they showed me a huge warehouse with this hair, and they said to them, gentlemen, what are you doing with all this hair of dead people? And they said, oh, my friend, this is big business. Black people, they love this hair. And they said, we are making tons of money, billions of money, selling to our biggest market, black people. That hit me. If you Google, Africa spends more than 6 billion every year buying this hair. So I came back and I wrote an article in a local paper, the Sunday Mail. And of course, women went ballistic. I didn't put my name that time. And they said, this stupid man who's written this article, he doesn't have money to purchase a wig or weave for his wife. He's a silly man. He must just shut up. So I decided to I work with about 42 ladies, and I told them, ladies, my travels have opened my eyes and my mind. You have the best hair with all these options. How do we actually find it normal to buy what should be thrown in the dustbin by the other races, by the Indians, by the Brazilians, by the Peruvians? So all the ladies I work with, they have natural hair and they look so beautiful. And everybody comments when they see them. And I now give lectures at universities, churches, schools, wherever I'm invited, corporate events. So I think it's important that we, the black men, appreciate our ladies the way they are. God or nature did not make a mistake on the black lady. In fact, she was given 6 options. No other race was given 6 options with hairstyle. The question is why? Only the black lady of all the races on earth has 6 options with her hair. The reason lies in science. If you Google the Eve gene, after Adam and Eve, the Eve gene is the only gene capable of producing all the races on earth. And there's only one creature of the Eve gene, the black woman. The black woman is the mother of all the races. She is the mother of mankind. Because of a deeply embedded inferiority complex, and maybe just ignorance, the OG, the original of the human race is trying to copy the copy. I find that very sad. I also talk about skin because, again, we think that, the ladies think, and maybe some of us, the men, think that if the lady is light in complexion, if she looks more like a white woman, she's more beautiful. And I'm here to tell you, no. We were given, and our ladies were given one of the best gifts from God, melanin, the pigment melanin. Because of melanin, black ladies don't wrinkle easily. They go 50 years of age, 60, 70, even 80. I've got patients who are 80 years old. Black patients, skin is so beautiful. On the other hand, Caucasians, when they hit 40, they start to wrinkle. because they don't have melanin. Secondly, white people are like albino, people who live with albinism. They don't have melanin. When they're exposed to a sun, they develop skin cancers, even on their faces. We don't. Our ladies don't, because they are protected by melanin. I always say to the ladies, imagine your whole body was covered by gold. That would be a very, very expensive body. If you Google today, I know gold is going up quite rapidly at the moment, but if you Google the price of gold per gram, not per ounce, per gram, it's over $100. But if you Google the price of melanin per gram, it's anything from $400 to $750. Black skin is 4, 5, 6 times more expensive than gold. Black people don't know this, and therefore our ladies bleach. And it makes me so sad to see some of the ladies in our communities who bleach are actually upheld as celebrities. And I think, how sad is that? Now, in the interest of time, I'll go very quick. I happen to be invited sometimes to Hollywood, to the premieres. White ladies, when they want to look beautiful, they inject Botox into their lips to create volume. Now, our women, the black woman, has got the most beautiful lips because they are thick, they are fulsome, they are luscious, they are sexy. Every race on earth, the ladies admire the lips of a black woman. And I move on to the backside. You know, I go to Brazil quite a few times and I see doctors who make a fortune doing bum enhancement surgery. Gentlemen, no other lady on earth has behinds like our women. The black woman is the biggest, the most beautiful, the most erotic. People are paying a fortune to have surgery to have big behinds. Our women have it. Now, so I started with the hair, the 6 options. And I talked about the skin, the melanin, and then the lips, and then the behinds. When I speak to ladies, they say to me, "Oh, doctor, we are not the problem. The problem is the black man. You and your brothers, you want to see us in this long hair. You even buy the wigs and the wigs for us." And they said to me, the last time I made my presentation, they said, "Doctor, with all due respect, before you come to talk to us next time, talk to your brothers. Because if we go natural, the next thing is your brothers then have girlfriends who wear weaves and wigs. And we feel left behind. And they pay for those wigs and wigs for the girlfriends." Then they said, "You talk about skin, doctor. If there's 5 of us, 1 is light in complexion, 4 are dark. The majority of the black men are going to approach the light skin first. So the problem is the black man. And that's why I welcome this opportunity to address ourselves here just as black men, to get this straight. Much more importantly, gentlemen, is I say to the ladies, we want the young black girl who's maybe attending ECD before she goes to school. We have to say to her, "Sweetie, there's nothing wrong with your hair. There's nothing wrong with your skin. God did not make a mistake on you. In fact, do you know you're given the best? You have 6 options with your hair. No other race is the same. You can look like them if you straighten your hair, but they can never look like you. God, nature gave you melanin. You got the best skin in the world because you won't wrinkle, you won't have skin cancers. Your skin is 4 or 5 times more expensive than gold." Nobody is telling our children this. When I give my speeches and they come to ask the man, I'll say, "Look at Mumbai. Mumbai has got 33 million people in one city. Zimbabwe, we are 15, 16 million people. We are half the population of a city in India." Just like the black woman, she was given everything by nature, by God. the hair, the skin, and everything else, but she doesn't realize it. We were given diamonds. I think our previous president Mugabe said 15 billion went missing, 50 billion went missing. That's a lot of money. And even today we say, well, let's look for a classroom or a clinic built by revenue from the diamonds. We can't do that. It doesn't exist. We have gold everywhere in this country. Platinum, third largest deposit of platinum in the country. We've got lithium, we've got chrome, we've got more than 60 different minerals. Our soils are climate. We can grow anything. Oranges from Bad Bridge, from Mazoe. We have tea in Tanganda before. We have coffee, money, and all these places. We export macadamia, avocados. We export strawberries and blueberries and cotton in Gokwe, and we have tobacco is a billion-dollar industry. And then we have sugar in this. We have everything for a small population, 15 million people. But we're poor. Why? The same reason that our ladies think it's normal to buy what other races would throw in the dustbin is the same reason we're poor. It's mindset. That's what it is. And I think unless and until we change that, we will remain poor. Personally, when I meet a black lady anywhere, maybe I meet in the shops or on the streets in Harare, or on a flight to Dubai, or I meet in Dubai, or I meet in Tokyo, or New York, wherever I meet a black lady, I'll say to her, excuse me, lady, I have to tell you that you look so beautiful, so stunning with your natural hair. You see, lady, I'm a naturalist. I absolutely adore natural hair. I respect and I truly appreciate natural hair. Because when a black lady has natural hair, it means she's got confidence within herself. Who she is, what she is. And I'll tell you, natural hair lady is elegant, it's classy. It's a true sign of real sophistication. And I hope you keep it up and share with your friends. Because, gentlemen, there is no sophistication whatsoever to buy what the Indians should throw in the dustbin, or the Peruvians or the Brazilians. Put it on the scalp, walk around the world for the whole world to see that's not your hair. You paid for it. Your husband paid for it, in the belief that you look more beautiful than you actually are. There's no sophistication whatsoever to buy the hair of a dead Indian woman and walk around the world for the whole world to see. Now, the so-called synthetic fibers, this for me is a very sore point, because you know we have Chinese in Africa, and I think you know the impression they have of us. But they figured us out that these people, their own hair, they cut it, they throw it away, but they're paying $200, $400, $600, $800, even $1,000 for the long hair, from long Indian hair. Okay, the ones who pay, insurance, the Zimbabwe, you know, the rich ladies, they can afford to buy this, long hair. But the poor ones, they also want it, but they cannot afford it. You see, black people, it's not that they want 100% men hair. No. It's the look that they want. Look like a white woman. And that's what some of the men also prefer. So, for those who cannot afford this expensive so-called 100% human hair, let's make some fibers, synthetic fibers, to mimic the hair of Europeans or white people, white women. So they made the fibers. Let's make them so cheap that even the lady who's cleaning the floors, once you put that damn thing on, the wig or the weave, she'll believe she looks more beautiful. Even the mom who's on the marketplace selling her tomatoes, she'll stick that thing on in the heat, and she's slapping and scratching, but she'll put it on because she actually believes that she looks more beautiful. It makes me very sad. And this is why we are treated the way we are by the other races. And I will say that's why people go to Mutoko, another part of Zimbabwe, and they say, okay, we found some mineral here, we found granite in Mutoko, for instance. Can you move your homes from here? Because we want to dig. Now, you and I, gentlemen, could not go in China or any other place in the world and do that. We can't, nobody. and do that in the country for other people. But it's done to us because of our mindset. They read us already. These are stupid people. We can even sell them fibers. So we move our homes, and then remember, everything in our country is ours. The mineral, everything we're given by our God and our ancestors. But we'll dig our mineral, dig the granite, give it to the Chinese. We are paid a little money for labor. They take it away, and we are left looking at the holes that we have dug, whereas they don't bother cover them up. And the peoples in the villages, their ox, which they use for plowing, they trip into these holes and they fracture, and then they have no choice but to kill them and eat the meat. Come rainy season, they don't have any cattle for plowing. I read the other day there was a family in a small Honda Fit in Vishawane. The whole family went in one of these pits left by the Chinese digging, and they all perished. So we are left to look at these uncovered holes and our poverty. And our ladies, in their wisdom, will gather a little foreign currency, buy these big canvas bags, board Ethiopian Airlines, and go to China to buy those fibers. Then they come here and sell them and put them on. So my talk, people think it's about the hair and it's about skin. No. It's deeper than hair, it's deeper than skin. It's about the mindset. It is up to us, we the men, to really appreciate our ladies' beauty. They're the most beautiful. And you might say, well, how do you know? I'm a dancer. That's my hobby. One of my hobbies, I dance a lot. And here at my residence, I've had the privilege to dance with ladies from South Korea, from Japan, from China, from India, from Europe, and of course from Africa. I don't have a problem with these other races. I have a problem seeing a black lady trying to look like a European lady and buying what the Indians and these other races, the Peruvians, sort of throw in the dustbin. And I just think, how do we actually think it's normal? Because to me, it's not normal. I think to conclude, and I hope you gentlemen don't get upset with me, but I'm going to say this as honestly, as bluntly as I can, because I give talks to a lot of young people. And I say, when you meet a black man, it doesn't matter how powerful he is. He could be a president of a country or a vice president of a country. He could be a very wealthy man, a multi-millionaire or a multi-billionaire. He could well be a very well-educated man with PhDs from top universities. If this man, his wife, his girlfriend, or his mistress wear a wig or a weave, in my view, there are two things we should never give this black man. Number one, trust. Number two, respect. In my view, he doesn't deserve both. I conclude my presentation. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. Guramatunhu, for enlightening men in Africa about how to embrace the natural beauty of a black woman, in particular to change the mindset of men and that of the young people to grow up in a way of embracing what is God-given. And I think with this, I would like to open the floor. If there are any questions, Grace, you could help us, and Dr. Guramatunhu could probably address questions, comments, or contributions from people that are on the platform right now. Are there any questions that are out there? I can't seem to find any. I am. But once again, Dr. Guramatunhu, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving such a wonderful talk. having realized what you have seen during your travels and with women in Zimbabwe, Africa, and the world over, as to how people should embrace their natural beauty. Thank you so much, Dr. Guramatunhu, and to our esteemed guests and those that are on the platform right now. Please join us as we continue with the Lion Hearts of Africa, and we listen to Dr. Bandawe, Professor Bandawe, in a very short time. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Guramatunhu.
Pleasure. Thanks so much, Dan. Thank you for having me.
Okay, take care. It's a pleasure to have you on, and I'm sure we'll be able to discuss this and much more on another platform in the near future. Thank you so much once again.
Anytime. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. This concludes our conversation with Dr. Guramatunhu, and we encourage you to stay on our Lion Hearts of Africa platform, both on the website and the Facebook page, and keep in touch with the happenings, especially with the next topic being discussed by Professor Bandawe. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening, and look forward to joining you in the next discussion.